Hi there, welcome. My name is Sabrina and I've got a short yin yoga practice for you today. And this one is going to be nice and soft and gentle. A good one, especially if maybe you're holding on to some feelings of sadness or grief today. It's going to be a safe space for you to feel, to let those emotions pass through you. So take a moment to get set up, maybe on your mat or just a soft bit of ground. I'm going to use a couple of bricks in this practice today, so if you have some, grab them. If not, that's totally fine. A couple of cushions will do the same job. Blanket might be a nice comforting one for you too as well. So when you're ready, let's come to a comfortable reclined position. So lying down flat on your back. And whenever you need to make that position comfortable, whatever shape of legs, it could be out long. You could bring the feet to the mat's edges and let the knees collapse into one another, or a different shape. And maybe there's a cushion underneath your head. And then the arms, you can rest them somewhere on the torso. Maybe that's left hand to the heart space, right hand to the belly. And if it's comfortable and safe for you to do so, close your eyes. Just simply soften and unfocus your gaze. And then let's ground ourselves with one big deep breath in through the nose. And then out through the mouth, let it all go. Begin to arrive. Let the body sink into the support of the ground beneath you. And then let's come to a place of noticing. Starting to take in your surroundings. Any sensations, the feeling of the air, any sounds that you hear. And then bring that awareness now to your breath. Tracing its journey. Watching as the breath comes and then goes. Letting it roll through your body softly. These waves of breath allow us to drop in, to arrive into your physical presence here. Notice how this place, your body, is a home for you. A place where you can rest, free of expectation, free of having to prove yourself to anyone around you, but also to yourself. Start to take in your physical body here. Perhaps you notice any places of tenderness, pain, physical or energetic, heaviness. Simply hold those places in your awareness, allowing your breath to create some space there. Almost like a light shining into the dark parts with that in-breath. And then a letting go with the out-breath. And the breath keeps us anchored here. To yourself, to your experience, and to all that is moving through you right now. Let's start to deepen that breath here together. Take 3 rounds of a nice grounding, cleansing breath. When you're ready, breathing in through your nose. And then let it go through your mouth. And again, in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Let there be a release. In through your nose. Out through the mouth. It is okay to let it go. From here, start to find a bit of gentle movement in your physical body. Perhaps that's a wiggle of the toes, the fingers. You gently move your head side to side. Maybe the arms come overhead and you take a nice big stretch before letting the knees come into your chest. Feels nice. Maybe there's a gentle rock from side to side there. And then from here, we're going to set up for our first shape. A bit of a variation of this place that we find ourselves in right now. This one is called Cradled Baby. So we're going to grab those 2 blocks, or again, maybe that's 2 cushions. And the first one, we're going to place underneath your sacrum, that is your pelvis. So you can come through a bridge first to place that there. And then from there, knees fall into the chest. So that block acts as almost a support to tilt the pelvis a little more. And with the second brick, we're going to place that underneath the back of your head. So adjust the position of the 2 bricks until you're in a comfortable place. And then let the knees fall into your chest. Maybe in any shape, you can hold onto the legs with the arms, maybe underneath the backs of the thighs, so that the calves can kind of hold them there. Or if you prefer, let them fall to either side. Use a couple of breaths to settle, to arrive, adjust if you need. And then find stillness. This is a really nice grounding one. Enjoying that rounding through the spine and feeling of being held, cradled by the bricks or the cushion. muscles through your face relax. Shoulders be soft, hands, fingers. And there's something most primal about this shape. Position of the knees curled into the chest. Place where life begins. A place of safety, a place where the body can begin to make sense of itself. Letting those breaths ground you here. Start to find, to spread the softness. There's a physical softness through your body, also in our heart. There's no front that you have to put up to hold on to here. No way that you have to be or feel. Simply allowing it all to pass through you. And sitting with this softness here does not erase pain or heaviness. Rather, it creates space for it to exist. A safe place for you to witness, to feel, without being consumed by it. Another 30 seconds. Take one more big breath. And we'll gently make our way out of the shape. So you can remove that brick or cushion out from underneath your head first, coming back the way we came. And then the feet can come down to help you remove the second block or cushion from underneath your hips. And then suggestion here for a rebound, you can just gently roll over to rest on one side, find a fetal position. So allowing the physical body a chance to recover here. Staying curled in that little ball is protective, of safety. Letting any remnants from the pose start to melt away. And now moving slowly, keeping the eyes closed if that feels okay for you. You can press one hand down into the earth to push yourself up into the seated position. Just spend a moment here in a comfortable seat of your choice. Letting the hands rest somewhere natural. Just getting used to the feeling of being upright again. But no rush to move. Just take some soft breaths. Observe anything going on in mind, body, heart. And letting whatever needs to arise, arise. No judgment here. letting yourself feel. Now we're going to come to find our next posture. It's going to be a variation of butterfly. So we'll start with the usual butterfly shape through the legs. Soles of the feet come to touch. Make a diamond shape with the legs here. And if you know that you're a little bit tighter through the hips or the back, you can bring some height underneath your sit bones in the shape of a brick, or a cushion might be a nice one. They're a little bit softer for you. And now we're going to fold forward as we usually do in butterfly, but we'll take this one with kind of like an eagle bind through the arms. So I'm mirroring you here. Let the left elbow come underneath the right. The backs of the hands can touch, or you can bring the palms to touch. And then keep that shape as you start to fold forwards. Let the head hang. And if you prefer to rest onto something with the head or the arms there, you can use a bolster, a cushion, a brick. Just let them be heavy. In the target area here, feel a stretch through the groin, a little bit through the back of the torso, and with this arm variation, it's a little bit more through your upper back around the shoulder blades. Use a few breaths to settle. I'm going to let you know when it's halfway and time to swap across with the arms. Start to use a few breaths to soften into this one. And there's something that's quite safe and protected feeling about this cocoon-like place. Just like when we were curled into that little ball, protecting the heart, letting gravity and the earth hold us. And become a place for grounding. With each breath, letting the upper body get that little bit heavier. Face nice and soft. Perhaps you notice if you're clenching your jaw. Just let it go a little. Relax the tongue. And to swap sides, so you can just gently peel the upper body back upright. Keep the gaze low, the eyes closed, and then swap the cross of the arms. Same as before, backs of the hands touch or palms, and then let yourself melt over. Really feeling that softness spread this area around your shoulders, back of the neck. Part of the physical body that can get especially tense, and it feels like we've been carrying a lot. Worries, feelings of heaviness, of judgment. Can you use the rhythm of your breath here to lighten that load a little? Now let's take a final breath there. And then use that next breath to roll yourself all the way out. Unravel the arms. Come to find a rebound of your choice. I'm going to suggest that we come to that fetal position again. So rolling over to lie onto one side. Let yourself curl into a little ball. A few deep breaths to land. Letting the sensations from that posture start to melt away. Now let's take a final breath in that rebound. And then slowly pushing yourself up. You come to a seated position to get set up for our next posture. For this one, I'm going to do a version of Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. So I have a couple of options for you. First, I'm going to show you how to use either a sofa or a chair to rest your legs upon. You can shift yourself to somewhere that you can find something at this kind of height, and then relaxing your back down onto the earth. Just allow the calves to rest onto that chair or sofa, and kind of let the knees and the ankles fall wherever it feels natural for them to. And then the arms can rest either side of the body or come to rest on the torso. Now, if you prefer and you have a wall nearby, you can also use that here. And we'll be scooching ourselves up so the bottom of your spine, the pelvis, lines up with the bottom of the wall, and then the legs, we can rest up the wall, kind of straight, or again as much distance between them as feels natural. So either works the same. You want to just bring yourself to a place where the feet are resting and more above your heart. Once you're there, breath allows you to settle. Now this is going to be our final yin posture as well as our shavasana. So make sure that you're in a place that you feel as comfortable as possible. You can really relax into this position. And here in this place of stillness, you can allow your body to be fully held by the ground. And notice that softness available when you no longer need to do or fix or carry alone. Grief, heaviness, tenderness, whatever it may be, they're all part of the human experience. Nothing you feel is a defect. In these last few minutes of rest, remember that this softness you practice in yourself will always connect you to others. You're part of a collective body, breathing, grieving, softening together. So you can let yourself be exactly as you are, supported, connected, and enough. Now, there is an invitation here to stay for as long as feels good for you. And when you're ready to, you can wake up your body with some slow and gentle movement, taking your time to find your way out of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this little yin practice, for your trust. Thank you always. Until next time.